Bible says that the Jesus will have hair like your hair. You have a question? What's your question? This one? This is the fake Jesus. You understand? This is not the real Jesus. Look. Yeah, because this is a lie. You understand? Somebody ever lied to you before? Yeah, it was bad, right? So guess what? This Jesus is the fake Jesus. Can you say fake Jesus?
Fake Jesus.
That's fake Jesus. Now point to him. Point to the fake Jesus. Both of y'all, point to the fake Jesus. Point to the fake Jesus. Come on. This is the fake Jesus. Point to him. Touch him. That's the fake Jesus.
That's right.
Now point to the real Jesus. Point to the real Jesus. Touch the real Jesus. That's the real Jesus.
That's
You
right.
understand?
Yeah.
How you doing, my sister right here? My sister with the hat. How you doing, sis? Can I show you something in the Bible? Zakai, step up a little bit. Can I show you something in the Bible? I wanna ask you, and then I wanna ask your children something, right? Who is this guy right here?
Jesus.
This is Jesus, right? What do you say? What do you think?
Who is that, Sharina? Is that Jesus?
Jesus.
This is Jesus, right? So now, this is what we've been taught growing up, correct? This is what we've been taught. Now, what I want to show you is that in the Bible, is Jesus described like this? No, right? But this is what our children believe. Watch this. Give me that in 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. 2 Corinthians 11 and verse 3. I want to show you what the Bible says. What kind of dog you got right there? German Shepherd? Okay. All right. So now when I show your children the truth about Jesus, right? It starts with me, but it ends with you, right? Because you're raising it, correct? Watch this.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3.
Yep.
But I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve,
Read.
through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ.
From the simplicity that is in Christ, meaning it's simple to understand about Christ because you can plainly read it, right? Watch this.
For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus,
So what they're prophesying is there's going to come somebody after this, after him speaking, there's going to come somebody that preaches another Jesus. You understand? Read.
whom we have not preached.
Whom what?
We have not preached.
Whom the prophets in the Bible did not preach about. You understand? Watch this.
Or if ye receive another spirit,
What comes behind that other Jesus?
ye receive another spirit.
So what kind of spirit do we receive after this Jesus Christ? Jesus, right? How old are you? 7? How old are you? You're 6, right? So now, behind this Jesus, we receive another spirit. I want to show you something. Give me your Revelation. That was 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 4. So 2 Corinthians 11 and verse 4. The reason why I wanted to show you that, because after I show your children the importance of what Jesus really looks like, I want you to continue, right? And continue to learn. Watch this. First Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. Y'all pay very close attention, all right? Read that.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
I'm going to bring this up. Watch this. Who do you think this is? Who do you think this is? You think that's God? What about you? What about you? Who do you think this is? You say God too, right? Watch this.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The word revelation means to reveal. You understand that, brother? What's your name? Emmanuel? Emmanuel, that's a powerful name, brother. It means with God, right? So guess what? The word revelation means to reveal. What's going to happen in this chapter is Christ is going to be revealed, right? Watch this. Yep. Jump down to verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So now they're revealing Jesus Christ. Stop dancing just for a little minute because I want to ask you some questions. Come close. Can I call it close? It's fine? So now it says, Jesus Christ, his head and his hairs were white and like wool. You ever heard of wool before? What kind of animal has wool fur or wool hair? Like a sheep.
And pull it up.
Touch your hair.
Yeah.
Your hair right there. Touch that. You know what that is? That's wool. Which one of these has hair like your hair? Him or him? He has hair like your hair? Let me ask you this. Look at your sister's hair. Look at your sister's hair. Which one of these have hair like your sister's hair? That guy, huh? So now guess what? Jesus, this is not the real Jesus. This is the fake Jesus. You understand? Because the Bible says that the Jesus will have hair like your hair. You have a question? What's your question? This one? This is the fake Jesus. You understand? This is not the real Jesus. Look. Yeah, because this is a lie. You understand? Somebody ever lied to you before? Yeah, it was bad, right? So guess what? This Jesus is the fake Jesus. Can you say fake Jesus?
Fake Jesus.
That's fake Jesus. Now point to him. Point to the fake Jesus. Both of y'all, point to the fake Jesus. Point to the fake Jesus. Come on. This is the fake Jesus. Point to him. Touch him. That's the fake Jesus.
That's right.
Now point to the real Jesus. Point to the real Jesus. Touch the real Jesus. That's the real Jesus.
That's
You
right.
understand?
Yeah.
You want to ask me a question? What's the question?
God is nice to you because you have to pray for him every day.
You have to pray to God every day? Okay. So now God is nice to you if you pray to him, but when you pray to God, guess what? You have to be doing what God says to do. Okay? And your mom is going to teach you to do what God says to do. You understand? She has to. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. Give me that in no, let's read on. Let's read on about Jesus. And I want to teach you a little bit more. Watch this.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white in color, wool in texture, right? Who has white and wool hair? Which one? Ah, that's the real
That's
Jesus.
right.
That's the one we're reading about in the Bible. Watch this.
As white as snow.
Uh-huh.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were red, right? Now this guy, his eyes are blue. What color is his eyes around the white part? He has red eyes, right? Watch this.
And his feet.
And his what?
His feet.
So when they look down at his feet, right? Just like your feet are the same color as your body, your mom's feet are the same color as her body, his feet were like what?
Like unto fine brass.
My sister, what color is brass? Brown. Brown, right? Watch this.
As if they burned in a furnace.
It was, but it was so brown as if they burned in a furnace. So not only was he a brown man, he was a very dark-skinned black man.
That's right.
You understand? But our kids don't know that today because when they watch cartoons, right? When they watch movies, who do they think Jesus is? They think that this is Jesus. Right. But that's not really who Jesus is.
That's right.
We understand that now, right? That's the real Jesus.
That's right.
Don't let nobody lie to you again, okay? You tell them, that's not Jesus. That's not the Jesus in the Bible, okay? All right? So now watch this. My sister. Does it matter to Jesus what your nationality is? Okay. You say no, right? What about you, my brother? Does it matter to Jesus what your nationality is? You don't think so? So now, just like we were lied to about his image. Remember it said that if somebody that's going to come, they're going to bring you another Jesus and you're going to receive another spirit and another doctrine. Right? Let's read that one more time. Read it one more time. Watch this.
2 Corinthians 11 and verse, start at 3?
Start at verse 4. Start at verse 4.
Verse 4. But if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus.
So somebody came and taught us white Jesus, correct? Read.
Whom we have not preached.
Whom the prophets in the Bible did not know anything about. They didn't teach that white Jesus. Watch this.
Or if ye receive another spirit.
So behind the white Jesus, what do you receive? Another spirit. right? Watch this.
which ye have not received, or another gospel,
Or another what?
gospel,
Another what?
gospel,
Another gospel. What is another gospel? Jesus came for everybody. Now, can we find that in the Bible, my sister right here? You don't know. I'll read it to you. What do you think? What do you think? Come here. Come say it on the mic.
Put it on the still and do what?
No, God is nice. Because you
What do you
have to
mean?
learn it.
What does that mean?
Because you have to pray for him when you at home. You
Yeah.
have to tell your mom everything you like to
Yes,
say
sir.
something.
Let me ask you a question. Is God always nice?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think?
Because I know it and says so many roles in different ways. Jesus God and the God name is probably and then
Okay. So now I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, right? What's your name? No, just tell me your name. You don't gotta say it on the mic. What's your name? Jayla. Jayla, God is not always nice. Is mommy always nice? She's always nice? Do you sometimes you get in trouble? Yes. Sometimes you get in trouble, right? Just like, guess what? Just like sometimes you get in trouble, and mommy might spank your behind, or she might yell at you. God's not always nice. You understand? So watch this. Let's read what you got. Let's read 1 Corinthians chapter 4.
Teach.
So now, you receive another spirit. Give me Matthew chapter 15 and verse 24.
Get it out.
Matthew 15, 24. So guess what? You said, I would think so, right? You said, I don't know, right? Because I asked you, does it matter? Does it matter to God what your nationality is, right? Watch this.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 24.
Get out.
But he answered and said, I am not sent.
I am not what?
I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Were we taught that in church? Were we taught that Christ was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel? Well, we just
But
read
that's
it.
my church, so.
I'm sorry?
I said I was, but that's the church that I go to.
You were
Our
taught
church
that he,
teach that he's
I
black,
got
so.
the church.
in your church they taught it, they were taught that he was black? I got a question for you now. Why do your children,
No, they know.
they know? Well, why they point to the other one?
They said he was Jesus because why? They look at both of them.
They seen
and
it
they
somewhere,
said
huh? They seen it somewhere.
But they
Okay, but that's the importance. The importance of teaching our children. So they don't inherit the lives that we grew up in. That makes sense? Right? So now with that, we can receive another spirit. You say, I would think so, right? Hold on, baby girl. I'm teaching right now. Hold on. So that we don't inherit the lives that we grew up in, right? So guess what? Christ said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Why do you think he said that they're lost? What does that mean? If you don't know, if you're walking around here and you don't know your name, you think you lost? What's your name, bro? Huh? Emmanuel. If you forgot that, and I ask you, hey, bro, what's your name? You'd be like, I don't know. What are you? You lost. You lost. Because guess what, Emmanuel? Guess what? What's your nationality? Black man. Where's black? What country is black? Can I take a plane ticket, a bus ticket, a train ticket, and go to the land of black? You lost. But guess what? Jesus Christ described the children of Israel as what? Read it again.
I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You're lost because you call yourself black.
Right.
But you are the children of Israel.
Yes,
you
right.
are God's chosen people.
That's right.
But he said, that's the ones I'm sent to. You got to understand that. The only reason why you lost is because we were enslaved. And being enslaved, guess what? Your nationality was taken from you. Your culture was taken from you.
Right.
Your history was stripped from you.
Right.
Now you call yourself black. But there's no such thing. You understand? That's not a nationality. Black is the color of your jacket. The definition of black means the absence of color. But you're not black as a nationality.
Right.
That makes sense? Your nationality is you're from the tribe of Judah of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
That's what was stolen from you.
Right.
That's who you are. But they don't want you to know that. Why wouldn't I want you to know that? Think about it. If I enslaved you, why wouldn't I want you to know that you are the children of Israel? You're God's chosen people. Why wouldn't I want you to know that?
No. Bring it out.
Because it's powerful.
That's right.
It is powerful. Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Bring
This
it
is
out.
why they wouldn't want you to know that. Watch this.
Bring it out.
This is why they wouldn't want you to know that. Because, let's say, if you are God's chosen people, that means step aside, or this way. If you're God's chosen people, right, that means somebody else is not chosen.
Right.
If I'm not chosen, you're chosen, and I enslave you, you think I want you to know you're chosen? Watch this. Watch what God says about his chosen people.
Bring it out.
Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. But thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
God says to this people, right, to the children of Israel, he said, you are a holy people unto the Lord thy God. Watch this.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
God did what to the children of Israel?
Chosen thee.
The so-called black man, he did what?
Have chosen thee.
He chose you. That's out of everybody. That's hard to believe. Because look at what we went through. Look at what we went through. Is this in the Bible? You say no. What do you think? He said no. What do you think? Is this in the Bible? Is this in the Bible? Yeah. The images, the history, the story behind the images. Is that in the Bible? Yes or no? Whatever you. I'm asking you to see where you at. You may say yes. You may say no. What do you think, sister? Is this in the Bible?
I can't get any angles.
Is this in the Bible? You said, I don't know. Watch this. Read on.
But thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So this is why they don't want you to know. Watch this.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people.
Had chosen you to be a what?
A special people unto himself. Above all people.
Where you supposed to be at?
Above all people.
Guess what? If you're a chosen people under God and I enslave you and you're above all people, I don't want you to know that. I want to put you at the bottom.
That's right.
Stay in the neighborhood.
Right.
Stay in Oak Park.
Right.
Stay in G Parkway. I don't want you to know you chosen.
That's it.
Kill each other. Sell
right.
drugs to each other. Destroy your women. I don't want you to know you chosen.
Bring it out.
I supply your neighborhood with more drugs.
That's right.
Because I don't want you to know who you are.
Right.
But it's time for you to wake up. You ain't black. You from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
You an Israelite according to the Bible.
Right.
You got power with God. You understand? So now I asked you, is this in the Bible? This was your destruction. But this happened to us for a reason. Deuteronomy 28.
Yep.
It happened to us for a reason. You saying that you're black? You saying that to me? Shows me who you are. Shows me that you're suffering from the curses that God put on us for not obeying him. Watch this. Yes, give me 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this is a prophecy Moses put forth. He said, it shall come to pass. right? That's a prophecy. He said it shall come to pass. Watch this.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If we won't hearken, meaning to listen. If we won't listen to the voice of God, to do what?
to observe to do all his commandments,
As a people, are we keeping God's commandments? We can say individually, I don't kill, I don't steal, right? But as a nation of people, if you were to put all black people together, all Hispanic people together, are we keeping God's
Watch out,
commandments?
sweetheart. Watch out, watch out. Yeah, of course.
No, we are not. God says, it shall come to pass that you ain't going to listen to me. You ain't going to hearken to my commandments. Watch this.
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So when you don't keep God's commandments, these are the curses that are going to come upon you, right? And I asked you, is this in the Bible? Watch this. Give me verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So this is part of the curses. We just went later on in the verse. He's going to read curses. I'm going to pick out the ones that stand out the most. I read the whole chapter, but then we'll be here all night. So now I'm going to pick out the ones that you can visually see on this sign. Watch this.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
God says, if you don't hearken, you don't listen to keep my commandments, therefore shall you serve your enemies. Watch this.
Which the Lord shall sin against thee.
Who sent them?
The Lord shall sin against thee.
Read.
In hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
Walmart. Who owned it? Tell the truth. Shame the devil, bruh. Who owned Walmart? Your people own Walmart? Because God says for hunger, you're going to have to serve your enemies. Who owned it? Tell the truth. Who you think owned Walmart? My sister right here. Tap your mom for me. What nation of people own Walmart? Huh? White people own Walmart. God says, if you're gonna have to serve your enemy for food, who owns Safeway? Huh? Who owns Safeway? So God says you're gonna have to serve your enemy in hunger. Watch this. Read.
Which the Lord shall sin against thee in hunger and in thirst.
And in thirst. Crystal Geyser, Dasani, Smart Water,
Teach.
Essential Water, all Fiji. We don't own none of that.
Right.
All these water sources, we don't own none of that.
Right.
You still paying the PG&E bill. We don't own none of that. Or water, what is it, SMUD? It's SMUD, huh? It's SMUD. Watch this, read.
And in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold this for me. Hold it up. And he shall do what?
He shall put a yoke of iron up.
It says he shall put a yoke of, meaning the enemy that God sent against you shall put a yoke of iron
Upon thy neck.
Where are you going to put it?
Upon thy neck. Until he have destroyed thee.
How accurate is that, bro? How accurate is that? Who else's history is that? Who else's history did we just read out of the Bible? Did we read Chinese history out of the Bible? Did we read Arab history out of the Bible?
Teach.
We read black history out of the Bible.
That's right.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong.